Some of the most popular shingles on the market right now are shingles I wouldn't install on my own roof. I've been working with my dad in the roofing industry since 2020, and in that time, I found 3 shingles that I really would never recommend to a homeowner and 3 that I really would. Why is this important? Because you don't want to install a roof that you don't like how it looks or how it performs. Or maybe it fails and you have to spend thousands of dollars to replace it. Let's talk about the #1 shingle that I would not install. And if you are in the roofing industry or roofing industry adjacent, you probably already know what I'm going to say, but that is Tamko Heritage. They're kind of a builder's grade shingle, and for a long time, that's what a lot of the new home builders here in town were using. We've really seen them move away from that in the last few years, I think just because of how many issues this shingle had. We would go out and we'd look at roofs that were just a couple years old and they were just in terrible shape. They looked like they were 15 years old. I mean, just huge swaths of bare asphalt across the face of the roof. And we would help homeowners file warranty claims, and Tamko would never send the amount of money that they needed to actually replace the roof. So you just had the situation where these folks had just bought a house, the roof's only a couple years old, and they basically need a new roof, and Tamko's not really helping them out. And they were having to come out of pocket a considerable amount in order to get a new functional roof on their house. Okay, now let's talk about a shingle that I would install on my roof, and that is the Owens Corning Duration. So I really like Duration as just a good all-around shingle. I don't really ever see this shingle blow off. And I know from experience, having done some repairs on Duration, that it is hard to get those shingles apart. The seal strip that seals to the shingle underneath it just does its job. So that's great in a high wind environment. You don't really have to worry about this shingle blowing off. Also, have never noticed that it loses granules any faster than any of the other brands out there. So it seems to be a good performer on that front. One of the big advantages of it is that it's available at Lowe's and Home Depot, which means if you ever want to DIY a repair or build a shed and put a roof on that, you can just go get the shingles at Home Depot. A lot of the other brands out there are only going to be available through roofing supply companies, and a lot of those don't sell to the general public. It's just a lot easier to go to Home Depot and grab 4 or 5 bundles for your shed. One of the things I really like about Duration is actually their nail strip. So nail strip is like that basically inch-wide section that runs all the way across the middle of the shingle where the nails are supposed to go in. And what can happen, especially when it's warm outside and the shingles get soft, or if the install crew isn't being super careful with the pressure in their air guns, is that you can get nails that either blow completely through the shingle or go very, very deeply into the shingle. So the Duration has a pretty heavy duty fiberglass mesh that is embedded all the way across that shingle. And it does a great job actually of keeping nails from going through the shingle. Overall, I just think that when it comes to availability, just general performance, and that nail strip, I think that in terms of standard shingles, Duration is probably one of the best options you can put on your roof. Okay, now let's talk about another shingle that I wouldn't install, and that's basically any of the shingles from Malarkey. In our inspections on Malarkey, we just have not seen that this brand holds up well in the Colorado climate. It just seems to lose granules faster and crack faster, and just in general just seems to weather quicker than a lot of the other brands that are available here. This is unfortunate because on paper, Malarkey is one of those brands that really should be one of the best. Their legacy shingle, which is their class 4 shingle, is tied with the Certainteed Northgate we're going to talk about in a little bit for being basically the heaviest, on paper, most durable shingle on the market. But it just doesn't perform that well. Like I said, loses granules, cracks, just doesn't hold up. And every time I see it, I think, man, this shingle looks like it's 10 years older than it actually is. Maybe I just can relate, who knows? Unfortunately, that kind of subpar performance seems to come with a kind of a premium price point, to be honest with you. Malarkey shingles are one of the, if not the most expensive shingle, kind of apples to apples here in our market at least. And unfortunately, that their performance just isn't matching up to what they're charging for the shingle. And even worse than that, on the homes that we've seen issues where we were trying to help the homeowners do a warranty claim with Malarkey for prematurely failing shingles, Malarkey, their warranty department just was not helpful at all. So you're kind of paying a premium price point, getting subpar performance, and then you're not getting the customer support that you would think you would get at that price point on the back end if you do have a problem. Okay, let's talk about another shingle that I do like, and that is the IKO Nordic. Now, as a disclaimer, we don't really have the history here. IKO really didn't catch on in this market until relatively recently, so I don't have a bunch of like IKO roofs that I've looked at that are 15, 20 years old to kind of base off of how they perform over the long term. But we did put them through our impact durability test that my dad just shot. You can watch that video over here, and it did great. I think it was in the top 3. So that's encouraging. We've installed quite a few of these over the last couple of years, and they seem to be doing really well. The IKO Nordic is also, for a Class 4 shingle, at a really good price point compared to some of the other options out there. So, you know, if you're on a little bit of budget and you're trying to get that Class 4, get your upgrade cost to a Class 4 down on an insurance job to get you that Class 4 discount from your insurer. It's gonna be a great option for that. Maybe you're getting ready to sell a house, you need to do the roof, and you wanna put the Class 4 on there. One of the things that I really like about IKO is the colors. So most of the brands out there just kind of seem to all have the exact same palette of colors. And there's a little bit of variation there, you know, maybe a little bit more of a shadow line on this brand or a little more color variation on this brand, but overall, pretty just kind of the same standard 7 or 8 colors. IKO Nordic, well, really all of the IKO shingles have some colors that are pretty unique to them, and they have a lot of color variation in the colors that they do have that kind of make the shingle pop. I mean, their weathered wood version is probably my favorite weathered wood color on the market. It just has a bunch of different colors, variations in it that really, I think, look good on a lot of houses. One of the shingles that I would not install on somebody's roof or on my own is actually one of the most popular shingles in the country, and that is the GAF Timberline. It's very likely this shingle performs just fine in a lot of areas of the country. But here in Colorado, it just always seems to wear out faster than the other brands. I feel like I get on it, there's a lot of granules that have come off of it and are laying in the gutters. Sometimes there's cracks. You know, things can happen to every shingle, just seems to happen to the Timberline quicker. One of the things that I don't really like about GAF is just that their colors are really bland. And I know that that's kind of a personal thing, probably somewhat subjective, but they just don't have hardly any color variation. The shingle is basically one color of granule with a shadow line kind of fading up into the top of the shingle. And it's just not as interesting. Overall, the Timberline is not a shingle that I would, you know, throw a fit about. It's perfectly serviceable shingle. It's just, there's a lot of better options out there, and that's why I wouldn't put it on my own house or probably recommend it to anybody. All right, so that brings me to what you've all been waiting for, which is the #1 shingle that I would install on my own roof or anyone else's, and that is the Northgate Climate Flex. We've been installing this shingle for about a decade now, so we've seen it go through lots of hailstorms. And we've gone out and looked at roofs in neighborhoods that got hit by hail. We've looked at other brands' Class 4s and they needed to be replaced. And we looked at Northgates that we installed and they were fine. So we've really only ever had to redo a few roofs that we installed this product on due to hailstorms in the many years of us installing this shingle. But why is that? Like I mentioned earlier when I was talking about the Malarkey Legacy, this shingle is basically the heaviest shingle on the market. The other shingles out there are weighing about 215 to 230 pounds per square. Certainteed Northgate here weighs about 260, which means that it's got extra material, and that extra material means better protection for your roof. Well, if it's that much better, it probably costs more, right? Well, not really. It's really middle of the pack compared to most of the other Class 4 shingles out there. And the great thing about it is that Certainteed really stands behind their product. In terms of warranty departments that we've dealt with, Certainteed is definitely the best in terms of customer experience. And the few times that we have had an issue with a Certainteed product, they've done a really good job of standing behind the product. We actually just redid a 10-year-old Northgate roof recently, and Certainteed paid for the entire thing. Okay, so to sum up Certainteed Northgate, you've got the heaviest shingle on the market, you've got the best warranty department, and you've got a proven track record of it getting through storms that other shingles couldn't get through. That's why I would pick this shingle to install on my own roof or anyone else's.